Welcome to toy-polloi.
Hello and welcome to another video from toy-polloi, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at an all-new playset from Palitoy, and this is one that's based on the Emperor's Throne Room as you see it from Star Wars Return of the Jedi. Now these are all new playsets, but they are made to look like they would have been made by Palitoy in the late 70s and 80s, so they're vac form bases with cardboard backgrounds and some minimal stickers applied to them. And I've reviewed the other sets that Palitoy have made over the last couple of years, and they are really nice. There's a lot of work that goes into them, so I'm really quite excited to be taking a look at this new set from them. So let's get straight on with the review and see what the box looks like, and we'll open it up and actually make the playset. So here we have the box, and as I say, this is a new playset, but it's made to look like an older style playset that something like Palitoy would have made back in the late 70s and 80s. And this is made by Playset, so this is not Palitoy, this is Paleetoy, because it's based on Lee's name, so this is a plate on his name. As you can see, this is the box for the Emperor's Throne Room playset. You get to see a nice image of the playset on the front there, and it has a little bit of information. It shows the name of the set, so the Emperor's Throne Room action playset, plate area, own the intimidating Emperor's Throne Room and reenact a fateful duel between Darth Vader and his estranged son Luke Skywalker. Partial assembly required, and there are no action figures included. I really do like the boxes that Lee puts together for these, because they do sort of look like the boxes that you'd have got back in the day. I like the fact we've got this image here and a child playing with a few action figures off to one side. There's not a huge amount of information on the rest of the box. The back of it is exactly the same as the front, and then if we look at the side, you can see it just is a slightly sort of more cropped image of the Emperor there and the Palitoy logo. So from the image on the front, you can see exactly what we're going to get. We've got the vac formed base there with some little consoles on either side, a cardboard backdrop, and it looks like a vac formed version of the Emperor's chair where he's standing up in that. So really what we've got to do now is open up the box, see what's inside, and put it all together. And I really enjoy putting these sets together. There's a few little stickers to apply, little sort of lights and things, so it's a nice sort of fun build. So let's get it put together and then we'll see what it looks like in person. And here we have the playset all put together, and if you've seen my previous reviews of the other sets that Palitoy has produced, then you'll know how good these look. They are, as I say, a vacuum formed base with a few sort of cardboard bits. We've got the cardboard background, and we have the tops to the consoles. These are also vacuum formed. And then in this one we have the new edition of the Emperor's Throne, which is a really nice piece. In fact, it's a piece that I think they could release just on its own. It would need a little bit of modifying, but I think many people would actually like that just as a display piece for the Emperor himself. It really really works very nicely. I was a little bit dubious when I first saw it, thinking that actually I'd like the Emperor to be sat down, but it works really well with him standing up like that. And you can see that it does have a look of the throne as you see it in the movies. The rest of the set is really nicely done. We obviously have the window behind the throne, so you can see out onto the battle above Endor. We've also got a little window behind one of the consoles, and you can see some Star Destroyers there in the background. I think that's a really nice detail. And then in the floor we have the Imperial emblem as well. This was something that they'd featured on the previous set. There's actually little emblems on the rear side of this as well. When you turn the set around, there's a little bit more play area you can see through the doorways, and there's a couple of the Imperial emblems on the floor there. It's just a nice little detail to add. This makes this definitely an Imperial playset, and as you can see, I've filled it with quite a few Star Wars figures. I think you could probably squeeze a few more on, but I just wanted to add a few just to set the scene for you. So you can see I've got a couple of Imperial officers and a Death Squad commander controlling the little consoles on either side. Then we've got the Emperor in the background, and then we have Luke and Darth Vader having a fight at the front, and I think it works really nicely as a display piece. Let's turn it around and I'll show you the back side of the set so you can see what else goes on there. As with the other sets, if you turn it around, you can see there is this extra bit of detail, and here we've got a couple of little platforms, and I say there's the Imperial logo again, and that's the same on either side. And then we have a new bit of graphics with an Emperor's Royal Guard there in front of a sort of computery background. And this is great because when you display a set like this, sometimes you can see around the side, so it's nice to be able to drop a few figures in. And as you can see, it does have the Palitoy logo on the back, and when you're viewing from the front, you can actually see through these little door holes, so it's always good to put a few extra figures behind here so you can see those, and it adds an extra bit of depth to the playset. Now, as well as the all-new playset from Palitoy, they have teamed up with Deflector DC and are making display cases for these sets. So you can get a display case for the box, which is this small one that you can see here, but you can also get a case for the entire playset. So if you want to show your playset off but keep it protected from dust, you have that option. So this is the display case. It's not made out of Perspex. It's a sort of thickish plastic, and they come flat packed, so you have to sort of fold them and put them together yourself. But it is a fantastic way of keeping the box in pristine condition. So let's put this one in and I'll show you what it looks like all boxed up. There you go, all safe and protected, and you can still see all of the artwork in all its glory. I think it's a nice way of keeping something like this safe, especially if you're sort of an avid Star Wars collector. I know a lot of Star Wars collectors like to keep their boxed items in pristine condition. So there we go, that is it for my review of this new set from Palitoy, the Emperor's Throne Room Action Playset. It really is a lovely set, and as you can see, it's a great way of displaying your vintage Star Wars figures. Please do go and check out some of my previous reviews of their sets because they're all really interesting, and they've even done one for the Action Force line as well, so check those reviews out. And if you want one for yourself, then please follow the link which I will put in the description. If you've enjoyed this video, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell to be notified each time I upload a new video. And if you've really enjoyed it and want to help support the channel, then why not think about becoming a Patreon or YouTube channel member. You get early access to all of my restoration videos, and also access to an exclusive restoration series called On the Cutting Mat, where you'll see projects that you won't see anywhere else on this channel. So have a think about that, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching Toy-polloi. Subscribe for more great videos.